everybody, I'm Heather and I'm here with Nighttime Tales tonight. I'm super excited because this is our very first Nighttime Tales of the season, and I'm just going to get this live stream going on the laptop so I can make sure I'm in screen. I've got Pippin here with me. She was laying down all nice, but now she clearly wants to be seen, so this is Pippin, and she's my dog. She is about 3 years old, and she gets to do Nighttime Tales with me. She usually quite likes it. Sometimes she sticks around in screen a little bit, and sometimes she'll wander off, but she's here to start. I see I've got a couple live viewers, so if you're live watching, please comment and tell me who's watching. And I'll give you a shout out if your kids are watching. So yeah, make sure you interact. I'd love to know you're here. Today's theme is Thanksgiving because we have Thanksgiving coming up this weekend. Many of us celebrate it on the Monday, which is the actual holiday that people usually have off of work, and some people, like myself, are celebrating on the weekend. So I've got a family dinner on Sunday and one on Saturday, both days. So I'm pretty excited. I love Thanksgiving food. It's always fun. And yeah, that's what our theme is today. For our craft, I will switch you around here and show you the supplies you'll need. So we're going to be making this lantern, which is a fall or Thanksgiving sort of themed lantern. So you'll need a jar, or I also said you could use a tin can. The jar will be a little bit fun because the light will shine through it, but if you're using a tin can, you could punch holes in the can. I've collected some leaves. Mine are a little bit crunchy because they're from the other day, but some of them are still soft enough that they will work. And I've got some fall colored tissue paper here. Pippin really likes the leaves and she keeps checking them out and trying to eat them. And then you'll also need some white glue. I've just dumped some in this container that's kind of a disposable container I use for art, and a paintbrush to add that. So we'll be doing the craft at the end, but I wanted to let you know the supplies you'll need right now so that you can go ahead and collect those supplies if you don't have them all handy. And every week I will be posting on the Strathmore Library event page for Nighttime Tales the things that you will need for your craft, so be sure to check that out before Nighttime Tales. Okay, we'll get started with our story here. Pippin is kind of sitting behind me. I don't know what she's doing. Come over here, pup. Over here. Good girl. Sit there. Good girl. I think I saw someone comment and say hi. Was that Auntie Louise? Hello if you're still watching. Thanks for being here. Or it might have been my mom, I don't know. Hello, whoever said hello. So I've got myself on the screen over here just to make sure I'm still on screen when I am holding the book up. So that's what I'm looking at over there. So we'll start with our hello song, and I'll have to try and remember it because it's been so many months since I last did this. I think Nighttime Tales ended in May, or maybe June, because we always break for the summer, so we're back. Our hello song is called Bread and Butter, so let's get our clapping hands together, and it goes, bread and butter, marmalade and jam, let's say hello as quickly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam, let's say hello as slowly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam, let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello! Bread and butter, marmalade and jam, let's say hello as quietly as we can. Hello. Good job, everyone. I hope you've sung along with me and clapped along at the least as well. So our first book for our Thanksgiving theme is called Giving Thanks, a Native American Good Morning Message. And this is by Chief Jake Swamp, illustrated by Erwin Printup Jr. So we've got a very beautiful scene there on the front. And I might move a little closer just so that we can get a nice close-up view of these illustrations. So the author's note says that the words in this book are based off the Thanksgiving address, an ancient message of peace and appreciation of Mother Earth and all her inhabitants. To be a human being is an honor, and we offer thanksgiving for all the gifts of life. Mother Earth, we thank you for giving us everything we need. Thank you, deep blue waters around Mother Earth, for you are the force that takes thirst away from all living things. We give thanks to green grasses that feel so good against our bare feet, for the cool beauty you bring to Mother Earth's floor. That's beautiful. And see, we've got the water, and it's raining over here, so it shows the cycle of the Earth's water. It pours from the sky, it drains into lakes and rivers and oceans, and then it evaporates back into the sky. Thank you, good foods from Mother Earth, our life sustainers, for making us happy when we are hungry. Fruits and berries, we thank you for your color and sweetness. We are all thankful to good medicine herbs for healing us when we are sick. There's some really good looking food there, some juicy plump strawberries and blackberries and cherries, some corn, potatoes, pumpkin and a big squash, lots of good fruit and vegetables. Thank you, all the animals in the world, for keeping our precious forests clean. All the trees in the world, we are thankful for the shade and warmth you give us. Thank you, all the birds in the world, for singing your beautiful songs for all to enjoy. We give thanks to you, gentle four winds, for bringing clean air for us to breathe from the four directions. So we've got a mountain lion, a deer, a bear, a moose, all in the sky representing the four winds. Thank you, Grandfather Thunder Beings, for bringing rains to help all living things grow. So there's the lightning and the dark storm clouds and the rain helping all these flowers grow. Look at that hummingbird, also part of the cycle of nature. Elder Brother Sun, we send thanks for shining your light and warming Mother Earth. That is true. Without the sun, we would have none of the things on Earth. Thank you, Grandmother Moon, for growing full every month to light the darkness for children and sparkling waters. Beautiful moon lighting up that dark night sky. We give you thanks, twinkling stars, for making the night sky so beautiful and for sprinkling morning dewdrops on the plants. Look at all that beautiful dew. It looks like silver icing on those plants. Spirit protectors of our past and present, we thank you for showing us ways to live in peace and harmony with one another. And most of all, we thank you, Great Spirit, for giving us all these wonderful gifts so we will be happy and healthy every day and every night. The end. And that was Giving Thanks, a great Thanksgiving story. So, Thanksgiving is a great time to think about all the things we're thankful for. And I have many things that I'm thankful for this year. One of them is Pippin. She came in at the perfect time. Here she is sitting on my lap. She's feeling a little bit cuddly today, I guess. So yes, I am thankful for Pippin. I'm sure you guys are thankful for any pets you may have. I am thankful for my family, my husband and my parents and my in-laws and all my siblings and all my extended family. I'm thankful to have them, and I'm looking forward to seeing them this weekend, some of them anyways. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you are thankful for. And I see Pippin is taking up a lot of the screen here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna flip it around so I can see your comments here. Oh yes, Auntie Louise was saying hi. Thank you for saying hi. And looks like I've got a couple still live. So yeah, if you're here live, let me know what you're thankful for. If you are watching the replay, feel free to comment below as well and let me know what you're thankful for too. So we've got one more story. Pippin's finally settling in here. And we're going to read our story and then we're going to do our craft. And I'll flip you back around so that the book isn't backwards. So I had ordered some other Thanksgiving books, but they didn't arrive quite in time. So I have this one called By the Light of the Harvest Moon, which is still very appropriate for this time of year and good for Thanksgiving. This is written by Harriet Ziefert and illustrated by Mark Jones. And it is a very beautiful book. By the Light of the Harvest Moon. Look at that beautiful, bright moonlight. The harvest moon shines tonight. Look at all those beautiful fall colors. That cute little farmyard. Very beautiful. Everyone is still at work on Apple Hill Farm. The corn is ripe since late summer, and the farmers carry the last of it in burlap bags to the corn crib. So there they are, bringing up the corn into the corn crib. Around midnight, one weary farmer crosses the road and walks slowly toward his house. He will try to sleep, though the harvest moon still shines brightly. He's got his tractor pulled up in the yard and he's heading back to the house finally after a long, busy day. The cows and the sheep stand very still. They stare up at the orange-yellow ball which floats at the bottom of the sky like a big round balloon. The animals talk to the moon, but she does not answer their low moos and high-pitched baas. We've got some cows. I love in this illustration how the cows have that bright outline, like the moon is shining right on their fur. That's really pretty. The wind speaks softly at first, then louder. Swish, swish. She delivers gusty blasts of air over the fields and farmhouse. Orange, yellow, and crimson leaves swirl and twirl and dance in the sky until... Have you guys seen swirling leaves lately? In fall, the wind really picks up and blows all those leaves off the trees, doesn't it? A cloud of leaves settles in the pumpkin patch. When the gusts subside, leaf people emerge from the pile. First come grown-ups, then come children, and then pets. Wow, look at all those leaf people. And look, there's even a leaf dog over here. That's pretty cute. And a little leaf girl with little leaf pigtails. Some of them have clothes and it looks like they have pumpkin heads. Looks very magical. The leaf people find a clearing and begin decorating tables with their maple leaf placemats, golden mums, and pumpkin centerpieces. Shh, hurry before the children return, says a mother in a red dress. There she is, her red dress, shushing everyone. I guess it's a surprise. See, their placemats are made of leaves. They've got some beautiful golden flowers. Very nice setup. They've got a cornucopia here. That's a very Thanksgiving symbol. It's usually like a woven basket thing, and then it's filled with all kinds of food. While the grown-ups prepare, the children play on a nearby hillside. They bob for apples, juggle acorns, string popcorn necklaces, and weave wreaths of gold and rust-colored leaves. That sounds like some fun fall activities for sure. Look at these two little guys are making a popcorn string. Some people do that to make decorations and hang them around their house with popcorn. Or these kids, it said they're making necklaces. Here's a wreath that they made with leaves. That's very beautiful. The best game of all is stacking pumpkins. One boy says, I can stack 6 pumpkins. I can stack 10, boasts another. Watch that it doesn't topple over, warns a child. Oh no, look, the pumpkins are rolling. This guy saw it coming. He's a little worried. This leaf girl is carrying her leaf animal. It might be a cat or a dog. Too late. All the pumpkins roll down, down, down the hill. Catch them! Stop them! The children shout. They chase the runaway pumpkins down, down, down the hill, right into the middle of a party! A dessert party! Surprise! Sing the mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpas. Look at all of them. They made this huge feast of desserts. That's amazing. Pippin, don't eat that. She's nibbling on a plant. Come here. Come lay down. Good girl. There we go. Pippin's back for story time. Wow, that looks delicious. I love dessert. A grandma gathers the children around. Today is the autumnal equinox. The hours of daylight and darkness are equal and fall begins. Fruits, vegetables, and grains are harvested. Leaves turn the colors of jewels, and we get to eat pie! That's a pretty exciting time. So the first day of fall, I think, is September 21st, which is also the equinox. So like the grandma said, that's when the nighttime and the daytime are the same amount of time. And then as we get further into the fall and winter, our daylight hours get lower and lower, so the sun sets earlier. And that's already happening. Everyone laughs. Then they feast on the sweetest treats from the fall harvest. Pumpkin, apple, pear, and pecan pies. Under the light of the moon, a daddy raises his glass of cider and toasts the new season. Oh, cool. Look at his glass is made of a giant acorn, it looks like. And they've got these beautiful flowers, all kinds of pie. What are your guys' favorite kinds of pie? Let me know that in the comments as well. My favorite, my mom makes awesome Saskatoon pie, so I love Saskatoon, but I also love pecan pie is one of my favorites too. Pippin, you're kind of blocking the whole book sitting like that, aren't you? Can you lay down? Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. That's a good girl. Lay down. There. Good girl. She's kind of squawking. When the last bite of pie is eaten, the leaf people pack everything up, join hands, and wait. Hold on, children. There is still fun to be had. What do you think is next? They've eaten all their food. They're holding hands. This guy's hanging up some decorations maybe. Those look like the popcorn strings. The moon closes its eyes and goes to sleep, but the wind awakens from its slumber and delivers gusty blasts of air. Swish, swish! The wind blows the leaf people out of the clearing, out of the pumpkin patch, and into the crisp, moonlit night. The wind picked them up, and they're all flying off into the night. Beautiful. The next morning, the sun shines on Apple Hill Farm. The farmer is in the farmhouse. The cows and sheep are in the barn. The leaves are in the pumpkin patch. Everything is in its place. If you look carefully, you will know the leaf people were there. Does anybody see a sign of the leaf people? I think the squirrels found it. There's a little piece of pie right here that the leaf people forgot to eat. Well, maybe they left it out for the farmer to have. The end. That is a very beautiful fall book. I quite like that one. It's great colors, great illustrations. All right, we are going to move on to our craft next. Pippin. All right. You're kind of in the way. Can you back up? Pippin, back up. Hey, back up. Good girl. Lay here. Good girl. Lay there. Wow, she's very cuddly today. All right. Yep, she's just sticking her head right on my lap. Let's see. Oh, Auntie Louise says, I'm thankful for family near and far. Me too. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'm going to try to figure out how to prop my phone up here. There, that's pretty good. So now we're going to work on our craft. So if you haven't gathered your supplies yet, now is the perfect time. You'll need a jar or a tin can, and we're going to be making these lanterns. I showed this at the beginning, but in case you just joined recently, this is what we're going to be making. So, if you're using a tin can, you could puncture some holes in the can first to let the light of whatever candle it is that you put in your lantern. But I'm just using a jar. So, I'm going to take some of my tissue paper and tear it into little bits. I'm using some fall colored tissue paper as well as some fall leaves. So that is going to create my fall themed lantern, which will be a perfect decoration for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to rip little pieces here. Pippin is looking a little jealous. I think she wants to join in on the paper ripping. You want some tissue paper, Pippin? If I give her tissue, she'll probably just eat it, so I don't think I'll do that. Okay, I've got a few tissues there. I'm going to dip my brush in this white glue that I've got, and I'm going to, I think I'll start on the side that has this piece of label. It's fine if your jar has some label left on it, because we'll just cover that up. This piece of tissue is almost shaped like a leaf. And so you can put glue under the tissue as well as on top of the tissue to help it kind of stick down onto the jar. We're using this glue a lot like Mod Podge, and you could use Mod Podge if you have it, but white glue works just fine as well. And I'm going to kind of leave the very bottom edge of my jar and the top edge clear, just clear jar, because that's the look I'm going for. But if you want to cover your whole jar, you can definitely do that as well. And you can wrinkle up the tissue paper and give it some texture like that. Sorry, the lighting is kind of weird right here. But I'm just working on the floor and doing the best I can. I'm going to pull out some of these leaves. If they're really crunchy, they won't be that good for this. Some of mine are a bit crunchy, but I think it'll still work. As long as it will still bend around the jar a little bit, it should work. I picked these leaves from my yard on Monday, so they've been sitting here drying out for a little bit, which isn't ideal. Freshly picked leaves are probably better, but this works fine. I had done another craft with some leaves on Monday, so that's why I had these extra ones in my stash in the house. I really like these cute little red leaves. They are lots of fun for any fall project, and these ones are still not crunchy, so that's nice. What else have I got? This is kind of a cool leaf. Some neat colors on that one. I think I'll put it here. Now, if you're using this as a lantern and putting a candle inside of it, you want to make sure that you don't put any leaves on the inside, because we don't want the leaves to burn if we've got a candle in there. And if they're just on the outside, they won't burn up or anything. Just make sure your glue is all dry before you put a candle inside, and maybe an even better idea than a candle would be one of those battery-powered tea light candles, which would be a much safer option to use in your jar, so that's a good idea as well. If you've got one of those, or you could get them, I think I saw them at the dollar store the other day, so that's always a good option. I'm gonna layer some tissue on top of the leaves as well, because I like how that looks, and it will kind of help hold down these bumpy leaf edges too if I put tissue on top. I don't know if I said this, I meant to say this when I started talking about the candle, but the leaves will be more opaque because they're a little bit thicker than the tissue paper, so the light won't shine through the leaves as much, so it will create a neat outline if you have a combination of leaves and tissue paper. But if you're just doing tissue paper or just doing leaves, that's totally cool too. It will look great either way. So we're just gonna keep going around our whole jar. If you haven't commented yet, let me know if you're watching, and if your kids are here, let me know their names, and I'll say hi to everybody, and let me know what you are thankful for this Thanksgiving. I was talking about how I'm thankful for Pippin and my family, and I'm thankful that I get to spend some time with my family this weekend. We're going to have a couple family dinners, so that is really exciting, especially during these tough times when we don't get together with people as often as we like to. It's nice when we do get together. So here we go. Keep adding more tissue, maybe some more leaves. This is a cool kind of leaf. It's got some purple and some green on it. The leaves, I expect when they do fully dry out, they might change color some more. Like, they may not hold the same color that they have right now. They may turn all brown and crispy, but that's kind of the fun of this project, is to see how the leaves age and what they look like after they're done drying out, because that's sort of the process of fall, isn't it? To see what the leaves look like. Oops, it was wet on this back side where I had it, and some of my things are falling off. Let's try to get those back on, because I had it laying on that side, which I guess is not good. So we're gonna try and keep it more upright now. Maybe I'll hold it in this hand if that helps. Then it's not touching the bottom side. We've got 3 sides almost done here, 1 more side left to go, and then we will be pretty much done. If you're making this with me, I would love to see a picture of your finished project in the comments. Even if you do this later when you watch the replay, or if you finish off your project tomorrow, because maybe bedtime's coming up pretty soon. Whenever you do finish your project, share a picture and I would love to see it. Because it's always cool to see what you guys create and your different take on the project that I'm doing. Here's a nice leaf. Let's get more glue under there. Oops. And if we get too much glue in one spot, the leaves start to slide around, but that's okay, we can smooth it out. So I think I will finish mine off camera. I'm going to say goodbye right now, so I'll flip you around. Let's flip this back. Whoops. There we go. Oh no, okay. Stand up there, phone. There we go. All right. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for those of you who joined me live, and thank you for anyone who's going to watch the replay. I hope to have you again next week. This is going to be a weekly occurrence, so every week I'll have a different theme. And usually I do wear my pajamas, so feel free to wear your pajamas at home as well, and get your fuzzy slippers or your fuzzy socks and your stuffed animals or your real animals like I have, and cozy up for story time. So next week, same time, same place here on Facebook Live, and that theme is going to be puppies, which is very appropriate because my puppy will be attending, of course, as usual. So thanks again for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.